As everyone knows, we're going to have our Gasparilla festivities returning this year, and everybody is very, very excited about that, about the possibility of getting back together to celebrate our fictitious Jose Gaspar. We even had the Pirates the other day. As you know, we're having some additions onto our amazing convention center, and we had to take down the letters, and the gnarly pirates came and stole the R from the convention center last week. So they are all prepared for Gasparilla, and they're going to have the addition of a giant R with them this year. But right now we are here to talk about our wonderful waterfront. Tampa is an incredible city. Tampa Bay is the best place in the world to live, and one of the big reasons for that is because of our location on the beautiful waterfront. And we want to ensure that we keep our waterfront beautiful and safe. And that is the reason that we are all into the Bead Free Bay. This will be the second year that we have signed on for Bead Free Bay. There are no beads allowed to be thrown out on the water. We need to keep all of our beads and all of that festive part of the Gasparilla activities on land. So it's incredibly important that we protect our marine life and we protect our waters as well. And we all have to give thanks and a great deal of gratitude to Dimitri Sedita and his brother, who several years ago, actually probably 2014, met with me with their father Keith. We had breakfast and they told me about their idea of keeping beads out of the bay. And that small idea has turned into an entire movement to keep our community and especially our waterfront safe. Not only have we got all of the crews that participate in Gasparilla and are participate in the water invasion to agree not to throw beads, we have also got a number of volunteers that will go and dive our bay to make sure that they're picking some of the beads that have been thrown in the past out into the water, to make sure that we get those out every single year. So I couldn't be more excited about this initiative. I know that water is going to be the most important asset worldwide in very short order, so we have to make sure that we're taking care of our beautiful bay. So next I get to call up Melissa from the Florida Aquarium to talk about the participation that they have. And I am also, as a past law enforcement officer, obligated to say that it is also illegal to throw beads into the bay. But we don't even want to have to get that far. We know everyone wants to keep our bay bead free. So Melissa, would you come up and talk about the Florida Aquarium?
Thank you, Mayor Castor. Hello, I'm Melissa. I'm with the Florida Aquarium, and one of our main conservation priorities is the reduction of single-use plastic reaching the waterways. So completely proud to support the Bead Free Bay initiative. For years, we have had our divers in the water in the Seton Channel cleaning up beads that have accumulated along the bottom. Each year, we hold a land and a dive base cleaned up along Seton Channel in Marjorie Park. I'm very proud to partner with Dimitri and Green Gasparilla for the past 2 years to do that. We also realize the importance of plastic. Once it reaches our waterways, it starts to break down. Once it starts to break down, the chemicals get leached out into the waterway and really harm wildlife. There's other implications of plastic reaching the waterways and beads, like entanglement or ingestion. And once an animal actually ingests the beads, it fills up their stomachs. It makes them feel full. They don't have as much nutrition as they need. In addition, it bioaccumulates up the food chain once it reaches into that microplastic stage. So as it continues along the path of the food chain, it finally reaches it to our dinner plates, right? So let's keep those beads out of the bay. After Gasparilla each year, we do a program and campaign at the Florida Aquarium where you can bring your beads back to us and we recycle them for you for a discounted admission. So please be sure to check our website for those details.
All right, thank you. And thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Dimitri. I am Larry Washington, the Director of the Solid Waste and Environmental Program Management Department. And I'm here to discuss the specifics around, of course, the Bead Free Bay as well. The City of Tampa Solid Waste Department collects over 60,000 pounds of waste during Gasparilla. In addition to that, we collect around 4,000 pounds of beads as well. Some are reused. They're cleaned, sanitized, specifically sanitized, and if they are in good health, as far as bees go, they are again reused for potential other events around the city of Tampa. This campaign specifically helps ensure that plastic beads stay on the land and ensure our waterways are clean of microplastics, as was mentioned prior. In addition to the city's cleanup, Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful volunteers also assist us as well. On Sunday morning, they provide a final sweep, and ensure that everything is cleaned up on all of the areas that the Gasparilla Parade touches. Our bead reuse program is very essential to keeping a foot on the gas of reuse, reduce, refuse, and our 6 R's. This year, we have additional drop-off locations, all of which can be found on the City of Tampa's website, /solid waste. The City of Tampa Recreation Centers are those locations. So we hope to continue making strides towards a more sustainable Tampa, and we look forward to seeing you all at our upcoming events. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing the man of the hour, the individual that brought this to life, that really cares about the environment and the city as a whole, Mr. Dimitri Fedida.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone up here and everyone else who's been involved in this initiative. I'm very excited to be here. And, you know, this started out a long time ago, probably 2014-15, when my brother and I first started noticing the issue that comes from all of the beads that enter our beautiful Seddon Channel out here. And like Mayor Castor said, we first met with her and we discussed this issue. And you know, we said, well, what can we do about this? And eventually, of course, she was elected mayor. And 2 years ago, we introduced the Bead Free Bay initiative to get the city on board to start addressing this problem that we've been seeing for years now. And as someone who had witnessed the flotilla and who had noticed so many beads entering the channel, I knew that there was always an issue here. But it wasn't until we started organizing diver cleanups with groups such as the Florida Aquarium and other local dive shops, and when I started to collect footage of the bottom of the channel with the underwater drone that I purchased, that I really started to realize the extent of this issue and how many beads are just sitting out here in the bottom of the channel. So it was really important for me to help educate the public about this issue so that we can bring an end to the practice. And that's why I'm really excited to be able to partner with the city on this initiative, and very excited that we are relaunching it again this year. Given the extent of the debris that we know is out there, we know that it's impossible for us to remove everything that is already there. And so that's why I think it is very important that we sort of turn off the tap on this issue. And the Bead Free Bay initiative is a really important part of preventing any more beads from entering the channel so that we don't make this problem any worse than it already is. As a young person, I think that protecting the environment is very important for everyone because the health of the environment affects us all. So I am very thankful for the City of Tampa, Mystic Crew, the Florida Aquarium, and everyone else involved in this initiative for their support. And I'm very happy that we're all working together to help make our beautiful waterways bead-free. Thank you.
Thank you, Dimitri. Thank you. My name is Pete Lackman. I am the captain of the crew of Gasparilla. I am the pirate, that is correct. Mayor, thank you for letting us use the art because it is true. Yes, we are going to have Gasparilla in this 2022 upcoming season. And thank you so much for inviting us, Dimitri, and the rest of you all to be part of, you know, No Beads in the Bay. What a beautiful place we are right now. This is where the Hillsborough River meets the top of Hillsborough Bay. And this place has been so pure and so fresh in the water that it provides that even the ancients chose to settle here thousands of years ago. 200 years ago, the legendary pirate Jose Gasparilla cruised these waters looking for fresh water. 100 years ago, the crew of Gasparilla began its invasion, its annual invasion of the city of Tampa, using this beautiful river and the beautiful bay that surrounds us to come in. So we absolutely support the idea of a cleaner bay. In 2014, the crew of Gasparilla got together with Florida Fish and Wildlife and created our own Manatee Watch and Nature Watch to make sure that every invasion that we have is a clean invasion and there's no damage to the environment and to the wildlife surrounding the invasion that day. So, Dimitri, we applaud you for your efforts, and Mayor, we're happy to participate in a Bead Free Bay parade this year. So, thank you very much for your time today.
All right. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have questions? Of course. Right. We keep the beads on land. We don't want any beads out in our bay. And then also, I just want to underscore that there are a number of places that individuals can recycle beads. I know that on Gasparilla Day, the beads are actually worth millions of dollars, but on the day following Gasparilla, they basically become less valuable. And so we want everybody to recycle those beads, and then those beads that are recycled, often by charitable organizations, are sold back to the different crews in our communities. So you can do a lot of good for our environment and a lot of good for our charitable organizations by repurposing the beads. Yes, we are always concerned about the coronavirus and clearly about this Omicron variant that is coming through. But what we are asking is for everyone to ensure that they are vaccinated and that they have their boosters as well. This current variant is very contagious, and there are going to be more breakthrough cases than there have been with the Delta variant. But all indications are those who have been vaccinated and have received their boosters, that any infections that they may have are mild in most cases. Yes, we remind people in any way possible through social media. We have all the pirates, anybody who will listen to them. We have the pirates talking about it as well, but we're trying to communicate this because this bay belongs to each of us. And I'd like to kind of echo Dimitri's sentiments with a little bit of a change. As an old person, I'm also very concerned about our environment. All right, thank you guys very much.
Would you guys all like to sign the pledge?
Oh, there we go.
Maybe you guys can all take turns. They're going to sign our Bead Free Bay pledge.
Where is it? Is it up? Is this it?
Right there.
Oh,
Right
okay.
there.